We entered March, and Orihime's graduation drew closer. Oh no. The ceremony was this weekend. Already? The other third year stopped showing up to the club room, except for Orihime, who was acting like she was a mama bear protecting her cub. Then one day, Orihime and Honoka brought a certain person to the club room. It was none other than Meiko Academy's new incoming student, Corona-chan! So she decided to join after all. Yay, Corona! She bowed. It was cute. Her braided hair bounced as she energetically greeted everyone like usual. Although she's not officially at the school yet, right? Because she's still wearing her old uniform. Oh yeah, she has to. She's gotta practice. Even stricter? Damn, girl. How is your mom gonna act when we're gonna date in your route? Your mom is like really strict towards you already. I had heard from Takeichi how when she had been accepted, their parents, and especially their mom, had been overjoyed. A rumor had been spreading in the neighborhood that there was a genius in the Kusakabe family, and they all know it wasn't fucking Takeichi. Must be hard for you, Corona. Aww. Well, that's a good outlook to have. Positive, right? She had the strength to face it head on. I suppose that was part of what made her amazing. She raised her head like she wanted to be petted. Orihime had an air of confidence as she petted Corona on the head. She's good at petting? It really is just sort of like a senpai and her underling. She sat her down on her lap and petted her like a pet cat. What do you mean? Oh. Right. Aww, that's true, right? She's gonna lose that title, Merope. Is there any way for her to stay a Merope for life? Aw, shit. So strictly speaking, the name Merope didn't exactly refer to Corona. But everyone at the Six Stars Club had adored Corona as Merope. Oh yeah, you better not. Hell yeah. Super rookie. Yeah, you will be, Corona. I feel like her route is just gonna be like a lot of fun. She's a pretty funny girl. Both of them are flattering Corona and making her blush. They were polite, but they were honestly welcoming her in and expecting greatness from her. To both of them, she was the new member that they had been waiting for. Already pampering her up, huh? Corona innocently enjoyed her food. There wasn't a huge amount of food, but perhaps enough to call it a tea party. Yeah, come on, you're the president, Honoka. Eat up, girl. Being served by Orihime, Honoka seemed a little uneasy. Thank you. She gave me a refill of tea. Orihime kept adding to our plates as we ate. Are you planning something, Orihime? What do you mean? Yeah, we just act a little normal in front of other people. You're disappointed by that? You want to see us acting all lovey-dovey, Corona? Corona looked honestly disappointed.
ムツラ星の会では以前のように空見くんと呼びますので、普段はアキトくんと呼んでいるんですけどね。
Hey, 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 shh, Corona Honoka.
聞きたいな。
Why do you want to hear it?
ダメ？ダメというわけではないけれど。
Oh, Corona-chan.
姫ちゃん、お願い。しょうがないわね。メローペは甘えん坊なんだから。
Oh god, Merope. That sneaky, sneaky laugh, like, hey, you all fell into my trap after all. I got you all with my cuteness. Orihime was completely under Corona's little sister spell. Pretty much anything was okay if Corona was asking for it.
改めて呼ぶとなると照れるわね。
Uh-oh, like, especially like this, right? It feels like there's a lot of pressure on this moment. I know what you mean, because the build-up, if we just say normally towards each other, then it's fine. But like, when somebody said, like, hey, quickly call each other by like couple names or whatever, you're like, oh, what the fuck, what do we say? What do we do? Okay, let's go, Orihime. She took a deep breath. Suddenly, she brought her face close to mine.
Akito-kun.
Oh god, she whispered it in my ear. She whispered in a sweet voice. It was quite a suggestive way of saying Akito, when she was supposed to say only my name. Oh, that even made Corona a little spicy, huh? What was erotic or ecchi about it? A little bit. I did get like the goosebumps, you know? The ecchi bumps. Wasn't that the point? That's what Corona was asking for, and she got it. Exactly. She just wanted you to say it normally. So you're saying Orihime took it too far? What about me, Honoka? I'm practically having a boat. No, I'm kidding. Orihime dug her own grave with that mistake. No, it's not. No. Come on. Don't be like that. There. It was refreshing to see Orihime act like a child. I also tended to spoil Corona as well. You'll be petted. Gotta wait for your turn, Corona. You'll get plenty of pets, Luda pets even, in your route, okay? Aww. Your new president will do it for you, Corona-chan. She's like, I prefer Akini better, but Yoshi will do for now. Yep, I can wait. With Yoshi, I can wait until my time, till it's my route, okay? I guess she was so used to being spoiled that she could grade people on how much they pampered her. Oh, that's right, Corona. It's still okay now, but once you get into Mako, you need to call Honoka president. Kinda. Yeah, I mean that's usually the case, right? Unless the other person is either asking for it, or you've asked them that they don't mind, or is saying that they don't mind you calling them by the nickname. You can usually call them by the nickname, even if they're older than you or whatever, right? As usual, Honoka was quick to side with Orihime. She had probably gone along with Yoshi for so long, because Orihime had liked it too. I like it too! Yoshi is an awesome name. Wait, for what? She needed permission to go on the club trip next week. Oh, that's next week already? Ooh, the club trip. Corona was a full-fledged member of the Six Stars Club, and it was agreed that we wanted everyone to go on the trip. Yeah, you don't look very happy. It seems like Corona's mom is worried about Corona going alone. So she said Corona can only go if her brother comes to— What? I don't want fucking Take there! What? It was for problems like this that I had come to the meeting. It wouldn't be good to just show up just because my girlfriend was here.
お兄さんは何とおっしゃっているの？めんどくせえって。
Are you sure? It's very easy to lure Takeichi over, you know? You just gotta say one name. Just mention Naroe and he's like, I'm coming! It would be a bother for him to go and watch over his sister. I think I have a way to get him to join it. Yep, it's very easy. It's so easy. Oh yes.
ジンノさんも来るといえば、喜んで参加してくれると思ったのですが。
Exactly. Honoka knows. Honoka knows the plan.
どうしてそこでジンノさんの名前が出てくるのかしら。
Wait, have you been completely unaware of this, Orihime?
うちのお兄ちゃん、ナルちゃんのこと狙ってるみたいだから。
Yep, he is all over Naroe.
狙ってる？草壁くんが？
Yep, Orihime girl, have you not been paying
ご
attention?
自分の恋路に夢中になるのは結構ですが、もう少し周りのことも見ていただかないと。
I mean, that was even like a thing, right? Before we started dating Orihime.
初耳でしたわ。
Really? I guess she was just too busy with president things. I was sure that everybody except Orihime had noticed. But as far as Naroe was concerned, she seemed to have no interest in Takeichi. Maybe that was why Orihime hadn't
どうし
noticed.
ましょう。そんな事情があるのなら気を使ってしまいますわね。いいよ、お兄ちゃんのことは放っておけば。ジンナさんはしっかりしてますから大丈夫かと。
I'll keep watch on him. So don't worry, Orihime. Yeah, I mean, Norihime, what the fuck? That's, I guess, Naroe and Orihime combined? The powers of two waifus combined? No, that'll never happen, unfortunately. But, yeah, what was I saying? Naroe, right? Naroe seems like a very strong, sort of independent girl. She'd be able to handle herself fine with Takeichi alone, okay? She can put that dude in his place, be like, fuck you, hell no.
わかったわ。そういうことなら私も気に留めないことにします。
Naroe is a strong girl. Takeichi would be Corona's guardian and bag carrier. If that's what their parents wanted, I'm sure that they'd pay for his expenses as
これで
well.
メローペも大手を振って合宿旅行に参加できますわね。
So it's settled that Takeichi comes along too? I mean, we want Corona to come, so I guess.
ようやく参加人数が確定できます。
Honoka, the organizer of this trip, sighed with relief. She had a lot to do, like reserving the accommodation, getting transportation ready, and confirm who was going. And with that, the planning was going smoothly.
本日はごちそうさまでした。
It was time for Corona to leave, before it got dark. Are you going to be okay? Want me to take you
そ
home?
んな、一人でも大丈夫だよ。
No, I think someone had better go with you. It'll be pitch black when you get home. It got dark in an instant in winter. It will be completely dark within 30
アキト
minutes.
君、彼女をお願いできるかしら。
Sure?
あ、待ってください。コロナさんは私が送ります。
Hey, what? Honoka was already wearing her coat as she said
ほ
that.
のほのがどうしたの？コロナさんのお宅に行って保護者の方にご挨拶してきます。
Ah, she's gonna make a good impression on them, right? I mean, also, yeah, it's a good thing, right? Honoka is the president of probably the future club that Corona is gonna join. She knows that especially Corona's mother is very strict. So if Honoka just comes over and like just makes a good impression, right? A good impression that like Honoka is a trustworthy person, then I think like in future events for like Six Stars Club events and whatnot, then her parents will be more easygoing when it comes to just saying yes, or hell, maybe next time it was like, yeah, there's no need. Is Honoka going? Okay, then Takeichi don't need to come along, you know? So I think this is a very smart move.
責任者の私が顔を見せて直接話をすればご両親の心配も軽減されると思いますので。
Exactly. Orihime, you have taught Honoka very, very well.
なるほどね。いいところに気がついたわ。これでも新生むつら星の2代目会長ですから。
Orihime was graduating soon, and Honoka didn't want to be seen as an unreliable president. Orihime had trained Honoka well, yep, exceptionally well.
それでは行ってまいります。空見くん、白鳥元会長をよろしく頼みます。
Don't worry, leave it to me.
それではさようなら。失礼いたします。
Bye, Corona-chan. Corona left with one last good farewell. They both left the club room together, leaving Orihime and me alone. Honoka has grown quite sophisticated. I can't think of her as the same age as me.
そうね。秋人くんもしっかりしていると思うけど、吉岡も頼もしくなったわ。
I can't imagine that she's the same girl who was freaking out when she was appointed to be the president of the Six Stars Club.
ようやく間に合ったということかしらね。
What do you mean? Orihime's graduation was just around the corner. Oh, that's what she means? She had worked hard up until now, doing everything she could to get Honoka ready.
コロナさんという後輩もできることだし、私が心配することはもう何もないわ。
Yeah, she laid an excellent foundation for like the future of the astronomy club of Mako Academy, right? A very, very awesome, good, exceptional, reliable president. They're getting a new member indeed, a very good new member too in Corona. So like the foundation for the future, it's looking very bright. She was fine. She had done everything that she wanted to. That was what she was trying to tell me, but her face was full of sadness. Orihime. I held her as she said her name. It's okay to admit that you're sad. It was a whimper that she wouldn't show anyone else. Maybe to Honoka, once upon a time. But she couldn't show weakness anymore now.
吉岡のバカ。
Honoka didn't do anything wrong.
知ってるわ。でもちょっと釣れないわよ。
What do you mean?
もっと私に甘えてくれてもよかったのに。
Like when she took over? Orihime had always been the one being nice to Honoka. At least, that is how Orihime saw it. But I could see the truth. Honoka was now the one being nice to Orihime, and what, Orihime doesn't like it? She has been a cute junior member to you, though.
可愛くなんてないわ。コロナさんみたいな妹が良かった。可愛くないんだから。
I mean, not as very like cutesy cute as Corona is, but Honoka has a cute side. But like, you know, I guess Corona is more like really the bubbly, standard, happy cuteness. She started to lean more weight on me. I had my arm around her as I supported her weight.
可愛くなかったらよかったのに。
If Corona wasn't cute?
吉岡のバカ。
What? Why is she mad at like Honoka? Orihime was trying to deny her feelings, but she couldn't hold them back. The pain of leaving her club members behind was burning in her like a fire. Honoka's been working hard so that you wouldn't worry.
待っているわ、それくらい。
It's just hard for Orihime to leave this all behind, I guess.
あの子は白鳥織姫のたった一人の後輩なんだから。
I imagine what Orihime kind of feels like now, right? It's just sort of like the sort of bittersweet feelings that maybe parents have when their children are like growing up, you know? Because I imagine that, like, you know, as a parent to some extent, you're like, oh, I mean, you hear some parents talk about it, right? Oh, I wish my kids could stay little forever. Well, not too little, of course. They don't want them to be babies forever. But like, you know when as a parent that like there's like a certain age where there's like the perfect sweet spot, right? Where you're like, if they could stay like this forever, where they're kind of the least amount of work, but at the same time there's like the most fun to be their parent, blah blah blah, whatever, right? Like, but at some point, obviously they're gonna keep growing, right? They're gonna keep growing. Your kids are gonna become older, they become independent, they don't need you as parents anymore, blah blah blah, that kind of stuff, right? And I feel like it's partly, or at least a similar sort of feeling that Orihime has right now. That like, Honoka has taken over, Honoka doesn't need Orihime anymore, she's getting along fine, hell, she has her own kohai now, right? Her own junior student to take care of now, and it's like, it's a little bittersweet for Orihime. The more she thought about that, the harder it got. Aw, she's actually tearing up. Orihime started crying silently. I mean, she put a lot of passion and just, I don't know, she put a lot into this whole 6 Stars Club, Astronomy Club business, right? And Honoka personally as well. So it's tough for her, it's just hard for her. I knew she was trying to hide her crying for me, but I just wiped the tears from the corner of her eyes. I didn't see a thing. I just stood there with Orihime as she cried. It was the only thing a boyfriend could do. Is it time yet? I kept looking at my phone to check. Both Orihime and Honoka were coming to my club room today. It should be time for them to arrive. I got a message that they were on the bus. I timed it so that I would be here when they arrived. I'm on my way right now. I finally got the arrival message from Orihime. Oh, Saya's coming too? Saya's with them, huh? The original commuter wife just couldn't stay away for too long, huh? It had been a while since I'd seen her. The chance of meeting her had dramatically dropped ever since I started dating Orihime. Yep, that's generally what happens, sadly. Sorry about that. Let me help you. The people who came today were Orihime, Honoka, and Saya. I did a good job, okay? Yes, thank you. Honoka was looking over the list and checking off things as she confirmed we actually had them. For items that none of the clubs had, we could rent it, or even buy it if the price was reasonable. Well, it's true that Seisen didn't need anything. The so-called Seisen Astronomy Club was really more of a manga. I'm not even calling it comic, it's a fucking manga club. So they didn't need any equipment related to astronomy. You could ask the hiking or rock climbing clubs to borrow theirs. Really? Not even a hiking club? Seisen was known as an old-fashioned school, so the students were expected to participate in more traditional activities. Meiko was known as an accelerator school, so they had a top-notch education, but it lacked in history and tradition when compared to Seisen. It's amazing that they deny a comic club nowadays. Exactly. And that's the reason. That's part of the reason why Corona went to Meiko instead of Seisen. Maybe Saya knew about it more, but I got the feeling that they were involved in the kind of manga that most people didn't read. What kind of mangas would those be, huh? It probably wasn't bad, but more like some kind of indie movement. We're just all having fun while Honoka's checking shit out. The room was now a mess because she had been pulling things apart. But at least it had been all sorted now, so all I had to do was tidy up. Tents, sleeping bags, and portable stoves. There was solid fuel, insulation sheets, and even blankets. They were all items that I had used when I used to live here. Totally. It had only been about 2 months, but it felt like forever. Oh, canned food, yes, that would have been my dinner. There's still some left over? I thought Taki had eaten all of them. There were still some cans of lightly grilled fish. It had been dangerous to use the portable stove to heat up food while inside. I had been pretty lucky to have gotten away with it for so long. We could have technically actually just burned down the entire school, right? We could have done that during the times that we were just living here. Yeah, I'd say we're probably kind of lucky that that didn't happen. Although to be fair, you gotta be an exceptional fuck up to burn down a school though, right? With a stove? We check the expiration dates and bring everything that isn't expired.
食料は現地でも用意できますので、今回はパスしてください。そうなの？
She looked down at the cup of ramen in her hand with disappointment. Aww. It's curry flavored. And there's even cheese flavored. Okay, that sounds disgusting. What the fuck? Cheese flavored cup ramen? Cheese flavored ramen? What? Does that actually exist? If it actually exists, which fucking idiot came up with that? That can't be a popular flavor. Hell no, I refuse to believe that. And I'm from the Netherlands, okay? Dutchies are kinda all about the cheese to some extent. We create a lot of cheese. You know Gouda cheese, right? That's from us. That's from us, motherfuckers. And even I wouldn't eat ramen, cheese-flavored ramen, okay? Hell no. I'm surprised that there was any of those left. I didn't think that Takeichi would leave behind any of his favorite curry-flavored noodles.
レアものですな。
Probably.
賞味期限切れかもしれませんよ。セーフですわ。
It still had 5 more months to go. Feel free to eat it.
いいの？
Go ahead, girl, knock yourself out. Of course.
あきとくん、お湯沸かすね。
Saya knew this place well and turned on the electric kettle.
ありがとう、さやさん。いえいえ、このくらいお安いご用です。
Perhaps time heals all wounds. I couldn't feel any awkwardness from Saya, but I feel like she would be very good at that, right? She would be very good at pretending towards us that everything is alright, even if deep down inside she's still hurting or things still feel awkward for her. I think she would be very good to just put that all aside and, you know, just be a good friend to her friend, which is me. Well, I guess she's pretty friendly with Orihime too. She was her usual airy self, working
お湯
hard.
があるのなら軽くお茶にしませんか？それなら沸かすお湯多くしますね。
God damn, Honoka and all the Mako girls are all about their tea, huh? There wasn't enough water, so she went to fill up the kettle.
ご一緒します。
Both Honoka and Saya left the room.
吉岡はお茶を入れるつもりらしいけど、そもそもお茶はあるのかしら。
I don't know. Maybe we got some mint leaves or something in the back. Maybe. If Hoji tea is okay, there are some tea bags.
カップは？
We don't have any for guests. We use paper cups for that.
なんだか観望会で寒空の下にいるみたいね。
Yep, but only inside and during the day, so actually nothing like it at all. I'm sorry, it's a bit basic. I know. Yep, but this is just what schools who aren't fucking fancy like Mako are like, you know? These are normal schools, Orihime. Compared to Mako Academy, it was like night and day. There would be mayhem if the Six Stars Club met at Hoshino Daiichi instead of
責
Mako.
めてるつもりはないわ。こういうの楽しいと思って。合宿旅行でもこんな風に楽しくなるといいわね。
If she was having this much fun doing the preparation, then she was going to have a blast during the trip. Oh, I'll make sure of that. Me and her together, we're gonna blast off.
ところで、アキトくん、
Orihime drew close. We can't. The others will be back soon.
違うわよ。そのキスしたくなったのではなくて。
Oh, then what were you trying? Oh, I
キ
see.
スは確かに好きだけど、これでも場所をわきまえるわ。
Right. Sorry, my bad. She seemed mad at my misunderstanding. I'm sorry. If you didn't want to kiss, then what?
二重スパイの件よ。何か新情報はないかしら。ここ最近吉岡がコソコソしている気がするのよ。
About that, yeah, I'm just pretending to be like a spy, but I don't know shit. I heard a few things about the trip, but nothing really useful that I could link back to Orihime.
ただいま戻ります。
Oh, hey, we totally weren't talking about you, Honoka. Huh? Their timing was impeccable, or in a certain way. They came back at the worst time. We were just standing close to each other. We're not hugging, kissing, licking, anything like that.
そういうのは良くないと思います。
We're not doing anything,
そ
Saya.
のような行為は校舎を出てからお願いします。
Oh my god, they're both blushing so hard.
もしかして誤解されてます？
We weren't kissing. I'm being serious here. It was not a failed attempt either. We weren't attempting at all. Why did she make it sound like I just did something horrible? When, even if we actually just kissed, right? It's not like I committed a crime or anything, right? It's not like I murdered someone when she was like, "Oh, Akito, I can't believe you've done this." It's a bit of an overreaction, Saya. Calm down. Yeah, we weren't even kissing. And come on, would Orihime lie? Saya looked on the verge of crying, but it was just fake tears, huh? Crocodile tears? She was probably just teasing Orihime. Most of the time, Saya was very serious, but there was also a more playful side of her that Hikari and I had come to know. I poured the hot water into the tea and the cup noodles. I'm sorry. We don't have fancy shit here, okay? Honestly, Honoka, if you want anything fancy when you come here, you kinda have to bring it yourself. I'm sorry. It's just what we had. I'm surprised it still even has any left at all. Damn, she can't wait to eat the fucking noodles. Orihime hadn't let her eyes off the cup noodles since I put the water in. If you like hard noodles, then that should be long enough. She was pondering how she wanted her noodles. Don't worry, you'll figure out your preferences with some trial and error. She put the focus on me. I like it like, not hard, right? But just a little crispy. Just a little bit, not too soggy at least, right? There's like a, I don't know if you've eaten many like noodles or cup noodles or whatever, right? There's like a kind of a very, very, it's really hard to explain, but there's like this perfect area that's like in between, right? In between too hard and like getting soggy. There's like a perfect, like, it's just a sliver there, right in between there, the hot spot, the sweet spot. Oh, when the noodles is like that, where it's just like, it's not like, when you bite it, it's not like crunch, it's kind of crunchy, but you don't hear the crunch, right? You don't hear like, it's not like that, but you have a little bit of a bite to it. It's not like soft and slimy as it would be if it's really soggy. You know what I mean. All the ramen experts know what I mean. Not that I eat that much ramen, but that's how I like mine. I like them both hard and soft. But if you start eating them hard, they'll soften up over time, and that's when you have. That's why when it hits that like perfect sweet spot, you have to eat it really fucking fast too. True, you can eat it. You can start eating it when it's hard, and obviously if you let it soak in the broth, I guess, then it'll turn soggy over time, soft. Did you just compare me to Galileo Galilei? I am the fucking Galileo of noodles! To think that I would be classed with such a great person over a cup of noodles. Oh, I'll fucking take it. Oh yeah. Hell yeah, baby. Galileo of cup noodles. That is my title from now on, okay? That's what I am. I couldn't tell if they were making fun of me or not. It looked like Orihime was actually praising me, but I wasn't so sure about the other two. So, let's dig in before the noodles get soggy. Itadakimasu. She pulled the lid off. The smell of curry noodles filled the room. She took out her phone to take a photo. Ah, of course, gotta take the selfie. Wait, curry cheese? Oh, curry cheese? So it wasn't only cheese flavored, it's curry cheese. But I don't know what the fuck to imagine with that. Curry cheese? What the fuck is that? Is that both curry and cheese? I don't know about that one. That sounds iffy to me. That's something that I would have to try. Maybe, like the curry, I like curry flavored shit, right? Well, not literal shit. I wouldn't eat shit even if it was curry flavored. But I like curry flavored food, right? But cheese flavored noodles? That would be a definite no, but like a combination of both of them? Curry cheese flavored? I don't know.
そういえば前にもこんなことあったね。あれは夜でしたが。
They were talking about when we had been polishing Pleiades once's primary mirror. I remember that. When Orihime had stayed the night over and had eaten cup noodles her very first time. It wasn't that long ago, but it sure did feel like it. Oh yeah, blow on it, girl. You can tell Orihime is good at blowing on things. Really? She even eats noodles in a refined way? That's how a lady acts. What do you think? Just be yourself, Saya.
Saya さんも女子力高いと思いますよ。この人は割と残念な部分も多いですし。
Now I want to see how Orihime eats her noodles, all ladylike and stuff. I couldn't deny it. However, that was part of Orihime's charm.
残念とは何ですか？残念とは。
She first put down her chopsticks and wiped her mouth. Cleaning herself up to voice a complaint was proof enough of her refined elegance.
カップ麺にはしゃいでいるところとか、割と残念ポイントだと思いますよ。
Ah, you're saying that I'm ruining her? I'm ruining her elegance?
そうなの？そうです。そんなことないと思いますけど、可愛いですし。
Mm-hmm. So Saya gets it. That's good.
いいです。吉岡がわからなくても、空見くんが理解してくれるのなら、私は気にしませんわ。ラブラブですね。普段から見せつけられて困ってしまいます。
So, how was your cup of noodles?
固め、なかなかのものですわね。
Oh yeah, I knew it, Orihime. I knew you like it hard. It was amazing that I could still see Orihime as classy, even when she gave her critique of a cup of noodles.
そろそろ麺も進化しているでしょうから、硬さの違いを確かめてみることにしますわ。
She's waiting for it to turn soft. Orihime picked up her chopsticks and once again tasted the noodles.
そういえばさっきの投稿、反応がありませんね。
Orihime's second round of cup noodles. The last post had a lot of replies.
来ましたよ。俺のチーズカレー勝手に食わせるんじゃねえ。
Oh wait, that's Corona's? Oh! What?
ってうちのお兄ちゃんが怒ってます。気にしないで全部食べちゃえ。
Oh, that's Takeichi's. So that was Takeichi and Corona's phone, and Corona's now like, no, let's just Take, eat them all up. So these hadn't been club leftovers, but in fact, Takeichi's own private stock. Ah, I see.
どうしましょう。
I mean, just keep eating now, I guess, right? You already had a couple of bites. You can't put it back. It's ramen. It's a prepared food, right? The moment you've poured hot water in it, you can't turn it back to how it was before. It's not like other types of food where you just stop eating it and put it back and it's kind of good as new or good as it was before. Yeah, just finish it off. Even Corona wants you to. I felt sorry for Takeichi. I would have to pay him back during the trip. Is it almost trip time? After we finished arranging the equipment, we went shopping. We needed items from the 100 yen store, drugstore, home center, and outdoor shops. Oh yeah, gotta get them 420s. Harbor Town is really convenient. I'm kidding. Of course they don't sell weed in Harbor Town. I don't think that they'd all be on one street. I was glad that we were able to avoid running all over town.
こういう場所は大抵の店が揃っていますからね。
I thought they'd only have fancy shops here.
確かにファッションのお店がほとんどだけどね。
Harbor Town had a lot of shops. Over half of them were women's fashion, but there were also general stores, electric stores, and restaurants as well. Compared to local stores, they set their prices aggressively, and business seemed to be good. I should have checked this place out seriously. I muttered to myself as I looked at the area map.
こちらのアウトドアショップは なかなかの品揃えですよ。天文関係のグッズはあるかしら。天体望遠鏡や双眼鏡などは家電量販店に置いてあると思いますが。
But don't we have enough of that?
気になりますわね。
Well then, let's take a quick peek. I'm interested as well.
賛成。
Let's
仕方あ
go.
りませんね。
Honoka didn't look too pleased that we were postponing the shopping, but we all went together. Honoka seems like a girl that's very like target focused, right? If you even stray a little bit of like what you came to the city to do, she would get upset like, oh no, we only have 1 hour to do the shopping. Like you gotta be very strict with everything that you do, and like you can't do something different that you plan to do. Honoka finally looked relaxed after all the shopping was finished. Was it really okay to have it all shipped to Mako Academy?
まずは明光学院から出発しますから、うちの部室に置いた方が都合がいいんです。うちの部にあるものもそちらに送った方がいいでしょうか。簡単に運べない大型の備品があれば出発時にバスでピックアップしますが。
Most of the stuff can probably be moved with basic manpower though. This was the only time physical prowess came into play with astronomy. We had given up on Pleiades 1, but pretty much everything else could be carried.
当日持ち運ぶのが大変なものに関しては事前にうちの部室まで運んでくださって構いません。
I'll bring over our tents and telescopes a little at a
よ
time.
ろしくお願いします。
On the actual day, I would only want to bring a change of clothes, something to ward off the cold, and any necessities for the trip. Safety first. It would be best to bring all of the astronomical equipment over beforehand.
そのように全体に通達しておいた方が良さそうね。はい、今夜にでもグループトークで連絡しておきます。さて、これで本日すべきことは一通り済んだけれど、皆さんこの後時間あるかしら。
Oh, Orihime wants to party, she wanna have fun. She should have been tired, but her eyes were shimmering with excitement.
恒例のあれですね。あきとくん、恒例のあれって？
Wait, are we going to the planetarium? The planetarium, oh yeah, that's our hangout spot. If we ever have like a free hour, an hour to kill or whatever, me and Orihime will just go to the planetarium.
このメンバーで来るのは初めてかもしれませんわね。
True.
我々とスラミくんでは何度も来ていますから。
Oh, Honoka has come multiple times
こ
too.
んなにいっぱい来てるんだ。
At least twice a week. It sometimes feels like all my money disappears here. Damn, we know the owner or whatever, right? The manager. We should, you know, arrange like a discount or something, right? Like, don't they have like cards or something, right? Where, if you come this many times during a month, you maybe get like 1 free entrance, or I don't know. You can probably arrange a bunch of things, right?
その頻度ならそうだろうね。
The 4 of us sat in our seats as we talked. These seats were comfortable beyond comparison.
暗くなったら眠くなっちゃうさ。
Oh, really? Oh, you should have gone to the previous show we went to, Saya. I was so focused on the stars that I fell asleep. She already looked pretty sleepy as she said this. We were physically active all day today, so Saya seemed pretty tired.
眠っても構いませんわよ。ゆったりと楽しめるのもプラネタリウムの魅力の一つですから。
That's actually a good point. If you ever just, you know, need like a quick nap, you have an hour and you need a quick nap, go to the planetarium.
でも、いいのか
Don't worry, we will wake you up if you snore too loud.
な。いびきなんて書かないよ。
You don't, Saya? I guess we'll find out. It had been a while since I could tease Saya like this. I felt nostalgic as I spread out a blanket. We even brought a blanket? Or do they have a blanket here? They probably have a blanket
プログラ
here.
ムは何かしら。今月になって新しいのに変わったはずよね。
You're right, it's the beginning of the month. It's March.
入るときに確認しなかったんですか？
Oh shit, we should have checked. Oh my god, all new programs this entire month. Oh my god, I'm so giddy.
知らない方がより楽しめると思って。
That's true. She likes to be surprised. Orihime was always searching for more enjoyment. Seeing her excited in the corner of my eye, She was so beautiful that I almost fell in love again.
どうしたの?
Oh, nothing. I couldn't really tell her I loved her right now. So I softly held her hand in the dark so no one would notice. After she gave me a troubled look, Orihime gripped my hand back. Not long after, the voice of the narrator sounded through the auditorium.
ただいまより冬季特別プログラム恋の神話のシンフォニーをお送りします。
This is...
どうしたの、アキト君?
It's the same program from January. Wait, what the fuck? Cheapskate motherfuckers! It couldn't be easy to make a new program every month. I mean, I guess. Yeah, every single month. But still, to use the one from January? God damn. Maybe we just come here too often, that's probably it. I guess it was to be expected that they would reuse the same programs again. But like, wouldn't you expect them to reuse it like... to have a little bit more time in between, right? Not like reuse the one from January and March. I can understand if they want to reuse it from January, but then like do it in July or August, right? A couple months, 6 months, half a year in between, or... I don't know. It probably takes a long time to create those schedules and shit. Shh. We're just not even gonna say a word. We're just going to admire its beauty. Fuck, I have to talk. I have to talk here though, okay? It was strange to see Honoka shaken. I mean, who am I kidding? I'm never gonna shut up. Orihime was coldly waving her off. Something was going on. I didn't have time to ask her before the narration started. I immediately recognized the voice as the former actress Mikoto Sukiura. Oh, I remember her. That's a lovely show. Yep. It was dark when we left the planetarium. The dim lights of Harbor Town, modeled after old gas lights, helped set the mood. I'm sure I had a nice little nap, didn't you, Saya? Saya was quite satisfied, it seemed. Even after leaving the dome, that warm, fuzzy feeling still lingered. The narration was really good too, don't you think? Oh. Whoa. Saya even knows the actress. Saya knew of her, apparently. She was from before our time, but she was quite famous. Wait, what? Honoka and Orihime were talking in whispers. What's up? What's going on? What, is she dead or something? Oh, what? 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 Orihime! You're only telling us that now? So that's her mother. Aww. Now that actually makes a lot of sense, but now I'm even more terrified of her mother. Because her mother used to be a famous actress. Oh, god damn it, I'm so terrified to meet her mom now. Oh, shitty. Oh no. Huh? Now that was an unexpected revelation. It makes a lot of sense. It makes sense where she got the... I almost just want to call it Orihime-ness from her, but you know what I mean, right? Sort of this... I guess this proclivity towards acting or whatever, right? She got it from her mom. Ah. My voice sounded like a deflating balloon. Cause it's like, how the fuck? It's so unexpected. Exactly. Oh god, Saya's all starstruck. Oh my gosh, she wants to meet the mom now. To my surprise, Saya was very excited by this news. Your mom is Saya? It seemed like she was about to ask for an autograph or something. Wow. Are you sure you're not the fan, Saya? Saya wasn't the fan herself, but she seemed very excited. Even so, she was an actress from quite a long time ago, isn't she? Before, Orihime had just played her down as a normal older woman.
この人だよ、この人。
Using her phone, Saya found a picture of her online. You are too excited about this, Saya, for your mom. Only your mom to be a fan of her. Huh? It was a small image, but you could tell that she was extremely beautiful. And her resemblance was clear. Vamped up, Orihime would probably become Mikoto Tsukiura. Oh my god.
すっごく綺麗な人だよね。女優さんっていうか、アイドルだったみたいだし。
A pop idol too? Oh my god. Did I hit the jackpot or what? Was she also a pop idol? I turned to Orihime for confirmation.
本人は女優だと言い張っていますわ。
Because it's not just songs. Pop idols get forced to do a whole lot of other stuff too, right? They also had to do pin-ups, variety shows, TV dramas, and so on. Or else they wouldn't get work. Really? They are, but I thought that there was like that was usually like their choice, not pin-ups. I don't think most of them would do it. It's probably like a forced thing. But TV dramas, variety shows, that's often like, I feel like it's often, because I used to follow a lot of like the K-pop shit, right? I still love listening to K-pop songs, but I don't follow as much anymore. But like, at least how I remember it from in K-pop, right? And just in Korea, South Korea, a lot of like, you see it a lot with like the older K-pop idols. Most of them, or a bunch of them, transition into like becoming TV stars, either variety shows or TV dramas. But I've always presumed that it was just like sort of a choice, right? It was just a natural progression for them, because you can't be a pop idol forever, right? They gotta find something after that, and most of them sort of go towards TV dramas, acting to some extent, variety shows. But it could be entirely different in Japan. I mean, the whole idol shit is actually, from what I know, right? And I don't know much about it, but a lot of like the younger idols get like exploited and shit. It's kind of disgusting, but yeah. So it could make sense that like, at least in Japan, I think it's a little bit worse in Japan than it is in Korea. I'm not sure, I don't know much about it, but it would make a lot of sense of like the pin-up stuff and whatnot, that it's that they're kind of forced to do that. But variety shows is sort of like, yeah, some are probably forced to do it as well, but it's like part of their contract maybe, in the sense that it's part of promotion, right? Like, for example, if they have a new album, then they're gonna promote the shit out of their album by appearing on variety shows and etc. So I don't know, I view it more as like part of promotion rather than just, oh, you're forced to do this, even though that might technically be true. Because it's still part of them being an idol, right? The variety show. Whereas TV dramas just feels entirely different. That's acting. Acting and like, you know, singing on stage, I feel like those are two very clear, different career directions, choices, whatever. Everyone had strengths and weaknesses, of course, but Orihime's mother seemed to have handled her career well.
プラネタリウムのナレーションもいくつもある仕事の一つだったのよ。
Damn, she's a multi-talented woman.
その時の記念イベントで生ナレーションやった時、お母様を見て一目惚れしたのがお父様なの。
Wow, so that's how it all started with your family. He had pursued Mikoto Tsukiura, who was still an idol at the time, and his persistence had been met with success. Damn, dude. That deserves an applause, right? Just the balls, the gall of this dude to go and pursue someone like her, and actually, not only that, right? But actually get her too at the end. Wow.
お母様はその時のことを何度も聞かせるのよ。それは素敵な恋だったそうですわ。
I mean, she has told us about that before. Despite the exaggeration, for Orihime's mother to abandon her whole career, the love must have been really passionate.
そんなエピソードがあったんですか。昔の話ですわ。ですが、そういう逸話を知っている方も結構いて、それでお母様がナレーションをしたプログラムは定期的にリバイバル上映されるそうなんです。月浦美琴の大恋愛にあやかりたいという恋人たちのために。
If visitors knew about that story, they'd be much more interested, surely. Even if they didn't, it was a program for couples, just perfect for a date.
もちろん理由はそれだけではありませんわ。プログラム自体も評価は高いそうです。特にお母様は声もいいという評判ですから。声もいいですけど、歌もうまいですよね。どれも本職の方には程遠いですわ。
Orihime didn't like hearing her mother praised, it seemed. But Ken, is there truly like a master of anything, you know? I feel like there's a very rare one person where you feel like they are the best at whatever they do and they have mastered it. But even that is very rare. As a child, she probably had to deal with some issues because of her mother's fame. Do you dislike your mother? I don't get that sense at all.
そんなことないわ。ただちょっと気恥ずかしいだけよ。
Yeah, I feel like it's more that it's just kind of embarrassing for her to be like, she does not, Orihime does not come across as the type of person that would be like, oh, my mom is Sukiura, haha, you all jealous or whatever, right? She would rather hide that fact rather than like announce it or tell people or shout it off the rooftops or whatever. That's just not Orihime.
お母様もお父様も大好きだし、尊敬だってしています。お母様がいなかったら、私が星を好きになることもありませんでしたから。
And therefore indirectly with me too, right? So we owe it all to her mother. Orihime had told me the same thing before. She became interested in the stars after hearing about constellation myths and legends from her mother.
実はね、この前のプラネタリウムイベント、あの台本を見せられた時、どうしようかと思ったの。お母様と同じ女神アルテミスの神話だったから。
Oh, you didn't even know. Orihime hadn't shown any sign of her distress. None at all. It was Honoka who had voiced concern, in fact. She had been worried that the content overlapped with January's program, and it was none other than Orihime who had supported my idea.
練習している間、ずっとお母様のことばかり意識していたわ。
I feel like Orihime's mother is just like a really good role model for Orihime herself.
すぐ近くに優れた比較対象がいるのですもの。どうしても気にしてしまって。
You could have just said something.
比較されたくなかったのよ。
Aww. Orihime spoke from the heart. It wasn't like she had a complex or something, but she also couldn't pretend it wasn't an issue either.
私なんかがお母様に勝てるはずない。
Don't think of it like that. It's not like it's a competition, right?
だからあなたには知られたくなかったの。
If I knew, I would make comparisons. I could have told her that that wasn't the case, but I'd be lying. I guess somewhere you'd still kind of do it, right? Even if you wouldn't do it out loud or tell her out loud. Yeah, I feel like it's probably something that will always happen, right? I mean, look at like, I just feel like if you ever have like people who are exceptional or great at what they do, right? And then you have their son or like daughter, and they're trying to pursue something similar, they will always be compared to whatever their father or parent or mother achieved, right? That will always happen. People will always compare that shit, so yeah, I guess. It just sucks if you're like take the son from Michael Jordan, for example, right? I think it's pretty still at the moment. I used to watch a lot of NBA, not as much anymore, but I'm pretty sure even still at the moment, it's still highly regarded by almost everyone that Michael Jordan is the best player to have ever played basketball, right? LeBron James might be creeping up on him a bit, I don't know. Some people are not as big of LBJ fans as others. I'm a little bit iffy about it, but you know, I'm more of a Kobe Bryant fan, even though he retired. But blah, blah, all that aside, right? Like, I'm pretty sure Michael Jordan's son actually plays basketball, but just imagine what that dude goes through, like, every time he fucking even just dribbles the basketball. They'll be like, ha, his father did it better, or anything like that, right? It would just suck that anything that you do in the same sport as your father, or in the same area of expertise, the same career, everything you do will be compared to your father, who is the best at what they do. And like, yeah, you just can't win. Kinda sucks. Your Artemis was really great, Orihime. It was as good as Mikoto Sukiura's in every single way. And there we go, you're already comparing her, dude.
アキト君の言う通りです。白鳥さんのアルテミス、
I mean, I
とっても素
agree.
敵でした。
It was amazing, but you could have also said it without the it's just as great as your mother's part.
私も同じです。ですから、もう、そうね。ありがとう。
The tension in Orihime's shoulders went away. At the same time, she smiled
意識し
softly.
ていたのがバカみたいね。でも間違いだったとは思いません。お母様の存在があったから私のアルテミスを高めることができた。それは紛れもない事実ですわ。
The presence of a rival spurs one to greater heights. That's actually very true. That happens with a lot of like just sports or whatever, right? If you're met with like greater resistance, or like people, your opponent is playing great, it pushes you to play even greater, right? Orihime had probably suffered at times, but in the end, it definitely had a positive effect.
となると、白鳥さんも向いてるかもしれませんね。
It's definitely a possible career choice for her, I'd say.
アイドルに。
What? Where did that suddenly come from? I haven't heard Orihime sing at all. Saya's gaze was completely serious, but her opinions were a little extreme, yeah. I thought you meant like the narration stuff, or maybe to some extent like acting a little bit. Orihime's pretty good at that too. Not the idol shit.
私が
Where did that come
アイドルです
from?
か？
Where did that come from, silly Saya?
合ってると思いますけど。それを言うならさやさん、あなたこそアイドル向きだと思いますわ。そんなことないです。こんな目してますし。アルビレオの瞳、それこそがあなたを天井の高みへと押し上げますのに。
That's true. It's weird to like call her eyes this, but like she has something that immediately catches attention, right? Sort of a gimmick in a sense. Her eyes, her Alberio eyes. So it is definitely something that she can use / ride to the top. I know what you've been through because of those eyes, Saya. But I think they're beautiful. We all do.
本当にコロナさんの友人の方などは密かにアルビレオのプリンセスと呼んでいるそうですし。
Wow.
何それ、恥ずかしいですよ。
I think it's very fitting. Being treated like a princess was a bit much, I
そ
guess.
れを言うなら私も同じですわ。最近では女神扱いされてしまって。
Yeah, but that's just by me, you know? You are a goddess to me, Orihime.
うちの天文部の人も言ってましたよ。リアル女神降臨来たーって。
Wait, they're calling Orihime a goddess too?
そちらの天文部の方まで。
Wow, am I fucking lucky or what, huh? My girlfriend's a goddess. It must be those two who helped make the costume. I mean, I have dated goddesses before, you know, and love Kami, but still, this is a human goddess. Given how many times Orihime had met them, it was even more embarrassing. I know you're embarrassed, but try to take it as a compliment.
そう言われましても。ですが、とても楽しかったのは私も否定できませんわね。ああいうのが向いているかどうかはわかりません。ですが、準備から当日までずっと楽しかった。
It was at least a fun experience, right? So did I.
アキト君はほら、好きな女の子と一緒にいられたからでしょ。
Got me there. I have no response to that. If Orihime hadn't been there, I would have never have worked that hard. If someone said that was the power of love, I wouldn't deny it. But as for Orihime, I felt there was more to it. Orihime, in the future, what kind of person do you want to be?
将来の私？
I feel like maybe she's a bit struggling in the sense that she doesn't want to live in like her mother's shadow, and she wants to like maybe go her own path a little bit, but but that's the thing, right? She's good at kind of the same things that her mother were, and she's interested in the same things that her mother were. So it's really hard to do something entirely different if you have the exact same, well, not the exact same, but a lot of the similar talents / interests that your mother had as well.
そうですわね。やはり星に関わっていけたらと考えていますが、ムツラ星の会はあくまで星の中市6校のネットワークでしかありません。 ですが、私はもっともっと広げたい。全国の星を愛する人たち、いいえ、星のことを知らない人たちにも夜空を見上げる素晴らしさを知ってもらいたいの。
She wants to reach more people on a nation-wide level, on a worldwide level. In that case, this could be one of your options. What does the Alberio princess think about that?
ちょっともうやめてよ、アクト君。でも私もありだと思いますよ。白鳥さんが星の女神様になるのは。
A goddess of the stars. That does have a ring to it, right? It is. She will be pursuing something that her mother kind of liked too, right? She had a passion for the stars, but she kind of just did it as a side thing, never serious career-wise. So this could be a thing for Saya, for sure.
私が星の女神様？お母様みたいに？
Kinda. Not exactly though, right? This belief was written all over her face, but then it disappeared, and she seemed to be slowly taking in the possibility.
私にできるかしら？
Of course you can, Orihime, of course. It wouldn't be like you to not try at all. The Orihime I fell for would go straight for whatever she wanted to do. Isn't that right? No matter how impossible it seemed, my Orihime would make it come true. Hell yeah. She had the power to make you want her to succeed.
暴走特急って言われたの覚えてる？
I don't mean you're not reckless in a bad way, I'd say. I do, and it was a compliment, of course.
とあなたにも迷惑をかけてしまうわ。
Girl, I'm gonna be your #1 cheerleader. I'll be cheering you on. Just don't tell me that we can't be together, okay?
それはこちらも願い下げだわ。
I'm willing to make sacrifice. I don't care, but like, you know, I'm still gonna be your boyfriend and all that good shit. I'm not giving that up for anything. A laugh burst forth from her, and then she lifted her face and looked straight at me.
私は私のなりたい自分になります。誰からも束縛されることなく。
Hell yeah. That's it, girl. That's my Orihime. That's my princess of the stars. Or goddess of the
全ては
stars.
通過点に過ぎません。でも、いいきっかけだったのかもしれませんわね。月の女神アルテミス。手を伸ばしても届かない美しく孤高の月。だけど月はみんなを優しく照らしてくれるわ。迷える旅人をいつも導いてくれる。私も人々にとっての導きの星になれるかしら。
Oh yeah. I would follow that guiding star. Yes, you can. If that is your wish, you definitely can.
どうしてそうはっきり断言できるんですか？
I just believe. I believe in you,
プラネ
Orihime.
タリウムイベントの時もプレアデス1号の時もいつもあなたは私の背中を押してくれたわね。
Cause I don't know, I just see like the potential in Orihime, right? And I feel like she kind of needs that little push. She needs someone by her side to just push her a little bit to make her more confident, and she can achieve great and amazing things. She can conquer the world.
あなたはきっと私だけの導きの星。
Exactly. You know what they say, right? Usually the saying goes like, behind every successful man or powerful man is like a successful. I don't know how it's something like there's a woman by a successful man's side, right? That sort of guides him and helps him and all that. I'm gonna be the reverse of that, okay? She's gonna be like an amazingly successful woman, Oprah level successfulness, okay? And I'll just be her guiding star by her side. Hell yeah, that's what I'm gonna be. The way the moon shone gently on travelers. If the moon provided the traveler with light, then it was the North Star that gave direction. A singular line that always indicated the north. Could I be the North Star for Orihime? No, it's not a question. I will.
あ、きとくん。
I'll show you the way. I know the way. And that's why...
ならば私も決めます。
Is that meme dead already by now? It probably is, by the time this is uploaded.
あらゆる人たちを導く星になることを。神々の座は遠いけれど、いつの日か。
It's a very ambitious goal and dream, right? But I feel like Orihime can achieve that.
女神アルテミスになれますように。
Hell yeah. It was a warm day, one that felt like the end of winter. February gave way to March, and spring was slowly taking over Hoshinonaka City. Okay, Kotaru, we're done. Whoa, it is cold out here. It still felt like winter in the old Mikasuki village since it was near the mountains. But still, spring was on its way. The butterbur were starting to sprout. What the fuck is a butterbur? Butterbur? I mean, it's probably something, a plant or a tree, whatever, right? Since it's starting to sprout. But it's a weird ass name, butterbur.
おかえり、空見くん。外は寒かっただろう。
Oh yeah, brrr. I received a pork bun for my efforts. Thank you.
少し休憩したらレジの方よろしく頼むね。
Got it. Huh? Paying me off with a pork bun just so I can get to work earlier? Holding the steaming hot pork bun, I went over to the dining area. It was a Saturday morning, so there weren't any customers. That's hot. The pork bun was just what my frozen body needed. I knew the roof of my mouth would get burned, but I gobbled it up anyway. Totally worth it. With the pork bun gone, I licked the juice off my fingers and let my mind wander. Orihime's has a graduation ceremony now, huh? That's today? Why are we not there? Perhaps she was receiving her certificate, or listening to graduation speeches. Graduation didn't mean farewell at the intricate Meiko Academy, but it did mean going to a different building, and the start of a new journey. And Orihime was about to take flight toward a new self. I arrived at Meiko Academy around the time I expected the ceremony to end, so we show up then. I didn't see any students holding certificate cases yet, though.
空見くん、こっちです。
Oh, Honoka! Honoka was kind enough to wait for me. Is it over?
終わりました。卒業生は教室だと思います。
Maybe it's not like a public ceremony, like graduation ceremony? Maybe? Because otherwise I feel like we should kind of be there as her boyfriend, right? If we can, of course. And if we're allowed to. Even though the ceremony was over, the graduates wouldn't leave just yet. They would spend some time talking to friends and classmates before
行き
leaving.
ましょう。ついてきてください。
Oh girl, I'll hold your hand, okay? Otherwise I'll get lost. Honoka led me into the school building. There were Meiko Academy students about, and they turned to look at me on occasion. I really stick out today, huh?
仕方ないです。今日は特別な日ですから。
Shouldn't there be like other family members of other graduates there?
しばらくしたら会長も来ると思います。
Honoka poured me a cup of black tea. The steam from the tea felt good against my skin, and I enjoyed its aroma. You're using her old title, I see. She said president, not former president. Uh-oh. That warranted a forehead flick, but whatever. I'll spare you this one, okay?
いいんです。あの人のいない時は会長って呼んでも。
But still, it's a bad habit, Honoka.
私にとって白鳥織姫はいつまで経っても会長ですから。
Aww. I feel like she looks up to Orihime so much, right? That's what I thought she would say.
空見くんも同じだと聞いていますよ。星野第一の前部長のこと、未だに部長と呼んでいるんですよね。
Yeah, I do. You're right. We're the same. He was my president, so even after I took over the position, that's what I continued to call
人
him.
と人との関わりなんてそう変わるものじゃありません。少なくとも私はそう願っています。
Honoka brought her teacup to her lips. The way she sipped her tea silently reminded of Orihime, somehow. So, our meeting for the observation camp?
すみません。わざわざその件で来てもらったのに。
It's gotta be pretty soon, right? It's okay. She wasn't in the mood to talk about it, I guess. Anyway, the meeting was kind of an excuse for me to come here.
星野第一の卒業式は
It's next week.
そうでしたか。
Hoshino Daiichi was a public school, and it had a different schedule from private schools like Meiko Academy. I was grateful that our graduation ceremonies didn't overlap.
空見くん、ちょっと留守をお願いできますか?
Honoka had her phone in her hand. Someone was contacting her, I suppose. Sure, I'll look after the club room. Not that anybody's coming here and doing something.
よろしくお願いします。
But don't worry, I'll keep an eye on everything, okay? She dashed out of the room. It must have been important. Being alone in another school made me feel a little anxious, though. What do you do? What do you do? I took up my phone and sent off a text. Congratulations on your graduation! I should have said those words in person, but I had just slipped out. With a twinge of regret, I waited for Orihime's reply. My text had been read, but she hadn't replied yet. Oh, there she is!
こんにちは、秋田くん。
Hey, Orihime! How did you know I was here? Is this planned by Honoka? The door opened, and Orihime appeared. Sorry to intrude like this.
吉岡は?
But she left just now? She had something urgent to attend to, and left me in charge.
急よね。
In charge of nothing. There's nothing going on here, literally.
どうやら吉岡に気を使われてしまったみたいね。
I thought so. Orihime showed me her phone. I saw her text to Honoka saying that she was heading to the club
まっ
room.
たく吉岡ったら。
Ah, she's always trying to leave us alone, huh? I mean, not that I necessarily mind, but I feel like she's going too much out of her way, right? Like, it's not like every time I see Orihime, we need to be alone together. We can hang out, just the three of us, that's fine. You don't like being alone with me?
そんなことないわ。ただ、今日はあの子にとっても特別な日だと思っていたから、遠慮などしてほしくなかっただけよ。
For me, today was not such a big turning point, but for Honoka, she would see her mentor graduate and move on. It meant so much more to her.
この物質も今日で最後になってしまうのかしら。
She let her hand rest on the spherical astrolabe in the center of the room.
二度と来てはいけないなんてことはないと思うけど、私の先輩も卒業以来来てはくれなくなったから。
Wow, rude. Maybe that was just how things were. My president still visited the club room now and then, but he'd probably stop after graduation. Yeah, I mean, they're probably busy with whatever life they're taking on after that, right? The postgraduate life. There are boundaries, I guess.
そうね。
I mean, I've never showed up at my high school and other schools before then, right? Well, actually, like, after what I supposed to I guess the American name, because it's like really weird. It's a bit different here in the Netherlands than in America, right? But I think it's called middle school in America, right? But yeah, I think I visited middle school once after like I went to high school. Just to like, hey, to show my, because like I tried so hard in my first period in high school, like their very first year, freshman year, and then the first period. So I had a good report card, you know, so obviously I'm gonna come back there like, hey, look teachers, I'm so fucking good, look at all my awesome grades. And then I slipped a bit on the second period, and then I was like, yeah, I'm not going back again, nope, sorry. And then I just forgot all about it. But yeah, I mean, I feel like it's kind of rare to just visit back your old school maybe, unless you have like really fond memories of the school, but then it would have to be with the teachers too, right? Because you primarily come there to visit your teachers because all the other people, classmates and whatnot, they've graduated together with you or moved on to another school, so you wouldn't see them there. So the only reason to go back is kind of the teachers. It would be easier for her to pretend it didn't matter, but Orihime couldn't bring herself to do so.
私はね、最後の時間を吉岡と過ごしたかったの。天文部でのことをいろいろ話し合って盛り上がって、でもきっとあの子はそうなることに気づいていたのね。
That must be why she had left the room. She didn't want to reminisce with Orihime.
逃げるなんて許さないと言いたいところだけど、こればかりは言えないわね。だって私も同じように逃げてしまったのだから。
You did?
そうよ。恥ずかしい話ですけれど、私も逃げたのですわ。
Then you all are very similar.
先輩が卒業してしまうのを認めたくなくて部室から逃げ出したの。ほんと 吉岡と全く同じ。この話は一度もしたことありませんでしたのに。
I feel like you should. I feel like she should, right? That'll help Honoka move on as well, right? Just tell her, like, whatever you're feeling, Honoka, it's not like a weird thing at all, right? I went through the same thing, but look at me, right? Orihime turned out fine. It's just change, right? Change is scary, especially if you're attached to another person and they're suddenly just kind of gone. Yeah, it's scary, but like, they can move past it. They can overcome it. Happen to Orihime. It can happen to Honoka. It will happen to Honoka, in fact. Orihime gave a wry smile at this unexpected
以前に
resemblance.
もお話ししたと思いますけれど、かつての私はそれほど天文に興味がありませんでした。
She heard about the constellation myths from her mother and grew to like the stars, but she only liked them in a romantic sense, and never once thought of looking into a
きっ
telescope.
かけはあの人なの。私に星を見せてくれた初めての人。
Before Orihime joined Meiko Academy's astronomy club, it had a shortage of members. She was almost forced to look through a telescope, and that's when she literally fell in love. Damn, literally fell in love with the stars.
私は変わったわ。より深く星のことを知りたいと思うようになったの。それからの2年間は本当に夢のような日々でしたわ。いつも先輩の後をくっついて追いかけて、それが楽しくて、星を見ること、そして天文部員として先輩と過ごすこと、どちらも私にとっては大切なことだったの。一人で星を見たってつまらない。先輩が私に言った言葉ですわ。観望会を企画しましたの。ポスターを作って宣伝までして。でも誰も来てはくれなかった。観
Aww.
望会は大失敗。そこにいたの
Aww.
は私と先輩の2人だけ。
That's so sad.
落ち込む私に先輩は言ってくれたの。あなたがいてくれてよかったって。
At least they had each other. Looking at the stars alone would be lonely. Orihime and her president saved each other from that fate. They were just two, but they were not alone. With someone by your side, you had nothing to fear.
先輩と2人きりの部活動は決して寂しいものではなく幸せな時間だったわ。でもいつかは終わりが来る。先輩が卒業してしまえば私は一人になる。それが嫌で私は先輩から逃げたのよ。
After Orihime graduated, Honoka would be all alone. No, Corona was joining the club next year. But that wasn't the issue, surely. Orihime obviously saw a lot of herself in Honoka. So you ran away. Then what happened?
逃げたのだけれど完全に逃げることもできなかったの。校門から出ることもなく敷地内でフラフラ。そこを先輩に捕まってお説教コース。本当に恥ずかしい思い出だわ。
Which means you're going to find Honoka and scold her? Somehow, I didn't think that would be the
違うわ
case.
ね。認めたくはないけれど吉岡は私のようにバカではないから。
You think so? Orihime took a deep breath, and she stood up.
吉岡いるのでしょ。入ってきなさい。
She's on the outside? She called out to the other side of the door. After a few seconds, the door opened quietly. She was actually there. Hey! You said you can only call her president when she's not here. She's here now. Bad Honoka. Flick.
もう会長ではないわ。
Flicker. Right now. Flicker. Orihime got into the position for a forehead flick.
会長、
She's like, please no.
白鳥織姫会長。
She still said it. She said it twice. Flicker 3 times. You could see the tension in Orihime's fingers. But the flick never
し
came.
ないんですか。会長と呼んでいるんですよ。しないわ。できない。
Orihime lowered her
も
hand.
う私にはそんな資格はないのですから。会長、ごめんなさい。 吉岡、あなたには迷惑ばかりかけてしまって。
Wow. Honoka looks in such shock.
言わないでください。言わなくていいですから。
Honoka's voice grew hoarse. There was a flood of thoughts that she couldn't put into words.
吉岡、
Oh no, she's tearing up.
私は本日明光学院を卒業しました。
The baton will be officially passed on from one president to the next.
はい。同時に明光学院天文部も卒業。以降は OG となるわ。はい。私は部長としてあなたに天文部を伝えられたかしら。いえ。
With that, Honoka's like, no, no, I can't. Honoka let out a small protest.
卒業しないでください。卒業しても
Aww.
ずっとここにいてください。
You know that can't happen forever.
それは無理な話よ。分かっています。でも
I know, but still, I'm gonna be really unreasonable. I'm like, please stay here forever, even though you can't.
本当にあなたは私そっくりね。
See, she is as big of a fool as you are.
私も先輩が卒業するときにそんなダダをこねたものよ。そんな時先輩はこうして。
What did she do? Slapped her? Oh no. What's that? It's a chain? Is it a necklace, or is she like handcuffing her? Orihime gently placed something around Honoka's neck. What is that?
鍵よ。この物質のマスターキー。
Oh, it's like it's a symbolic thing, you know? The master key to the room. The key looked old, and it was attached to a thin chain, kind of like a
合鍵
necklace.
なら吉岡も持っていると思うけれど、
But this is the key, the president's key, if you will.
このマスターキーは代々部長が持つものなの。ずっと渡そうと思っていたのよ。機会を伺っていたのにあなたが何度もそらすから、それは終わりにしてしまいたくなかったのよね。わかるわ。私も同じだったから。
Orihime said she had run away from her president, too. She probably ran away from the transfer of the master key as
でも
well.
もう逃げられないわ。ほら、こうやって。
Yep, you can't escape it. It's around your neck. The master key was hanging from Honoka's neck. She ran her fingers over it, as if to verify its existence.
先輩、会長とは呼ばないのね。だってほら、泣かないの。あなたが次の部長なのよ。春になったら後輩も来るわ。その時はあなたが部長として導いていくのよ。無理です。私にはとても先輩みたいにはなれません。
Yes, you can, Honoka. Yes, you can.
私もそう言って泣いたわ。でもね、あなたは明光学院天文部の部長なの。
This peppy, inspirational music. This is for you, Honoka.
お願い、吉岡。あなたがこの鍵を受け取ってくれないと、私は先に進めなくなってしまうわ。
Orihime had a dream. She was going to get more people interested in astronomy. She had found her next step. Now all she had to do was take it.
もう一度聞くわ。この鍵を受け取ってくれるかしら。
It's a key. A key to Orihime's heart. No, I'm joking. That's me. I only have the key to Orihime's heart. If my...
私が
Oh
受け
shit.
取ることで、先輩が先に進めるのならば、
I almost stole Honoka's line there. I'm sorry.
受け取ります。この鍵を、
Yes.
マスターキーを受け取ります。
There we go, Honoka. It's a big step. I know it took a lot of courage, but it was the right thing to
あ
do.
りがとう、吉岡。
Orihime smiled gently at Honoka.
先輩、天文部を頼んだわね。先輩の思い、これから入ってくる後輩たちへ確かに伝えていきます。 ありがとう。本当にありがとう。こちらこそ。ご卒業おめでとうございます。
Aww. That was a very touching moment. And we were just sitting there on a chair like, oh shit, what do we do? What do we say? We just looked. We just looked. Once Honoka accepted that Orihime was graduating, their conversation took flight, as if there had been no fuss at all. They had talked about all the things they did in the club. They relived memories, often finishing each other's sentences. Aww, all laughter and smiles. No more tears, just, you know, happily looking back at these happy 3 years? I don't know, 3, 2, 4, whatever years they spent together here at the Astronomy Club, you know? Reminiscing, thinking about the good times. Orihime's 3 years at Meiko Academy, I was 3, came to a cheerful end.
ごめんなさいね。こんなおしゃべりに付き合わせてしまって。
I don't know, girl. I had fun, sure. It's okay. Of course it was. I'm just happy I got to spend time with you on this special day. Even if it was just sitting here watching you. Compared to Honoka, it had only been recently that my path crossed with Orihime's. I was lucky enough to exist in some part of her memories.
私は空見くんに感謝してるんですよ。先輩に恋をするという思い出を作ってくれましたから。恋の一つもせずに卒業するなんて情けないって吉岡には何度も言われていたのよ。
Really now?
それとむつら星の会についても。
Yep, it all changed when the Six Stars Club reformed.
ああ、そうね。
The Christmas Eve stargazing event. Even after a few months, the memory of that night was fresh in my mind.
観望会を成功させるのは私の夢だったわ。
And we did. We made it a huge success.
先輩が叶えられなかった夢を私が受け継いで。同じように私が受け継ぐ夢はありますか？そうね。私はすべてやりたいことを成し遂げてしまったから。
So no, there's nothing, Honoka.
だからあなたはあなたの夢を見つけなさい。
Exactly, find your own thing.
最初は雲をつかむようなことかもしれない。でもね、あなたは私から思いを受け取っているはずよ。だからすぐに見つかるわ。吉岡の吉岡だけの夢が。先輩、見つかったら私にだけこっそり教えてね。後輩の成長を感じたいから。はい。
It was as if they were confirming things with each other. The rest of the day passed serenely. They kept talking, as if neither one wanted today to end. Tea, snacks, and enjoyable conversation. This was the last of their days together. That's so sad. This final tea party went on until the sky turned dark. A pling! There it is! Pling!